Hi everybody, it's Diane here with stuff and cut-offs and junk and books and a couple magazines and buzzing cicadas. I think that's enough. So this is that don't think, kind of just put it in. And I have stuff for that. And then I have stuff for the junk book. And I'll explain all that as we go. And I could have opened this stuff ahead of time. I didn't think of that, sorry. Okay. A lot of scrapbook paper cutoffs here, and then a couple magazine things. Oh, here we go with not laying flat too. That matches kind of nice. This is scrapbook. Magazine. Magazine. That fits in the square nice. This is fabric. Old. It was an employee manual of some type. I think there's some of that on the previous pages actually. It's leftovers from the leftovers. That doesn't sound very appealing, does it? There's a running joke at my house. Years ago, I was serving some sort of leftovers, and I was saying to my husband, I was trying to dish it, how much do you want? And I'm saying, well, what you don't eat is going to go in the garbage. I'm gonna laugh. Isn't that appealing? So we have a running joke of, well, what you don't eat is going in the garbage. So in other words, you're eating garbage. Thanks for clarifying it, Diane. That's just so appealing. It's all falling. All right, you guys have to forgive me. It's later in the day. I was tired today anyway. I had to go to a relative's house and do a bunch of yard work for them. I'm really tired. Since I did a bunch of yard work for them, my sinuses are killing me. Cut her a little slack. Then why are you making a video? Well, I didn't know I'd start whining so much. Well, this is nice and straight. I just trimmed this too. Not that I guess that makes a difference, but I think I might have noticed that was not straight. Okay, I have a couple butterflies. Those are scrapbook paper. And there's really nothing wrong with these. They're not chunky scrap things, but they were just so small. I didn't want to put them in my box. I figured they'd get lost. Okay, I'll do something great with this. Like knock it on the floor and everything's gonna fall off. Okay, the junk book. Okay, and if anyone's saying, well, what is the difference? I still don't get it. On the junk stuff to me, and if you have a journal or glue book or whatever, you can define it any way you want. Is more like actual images or scraps that I like that could even maybe possibly be a, say like this, that could be a focal point on an ATC or something. But for various reasons, it's not going in a ATC on an ATC or something. So I'm putting it in here. Now that one is more just scrap cutoffs, as you saw, strips, that like green square I had cut for a collage, but then didn't use it. So, does that clear anything up? And no, you don't have to have separate books for separate themes that are rather vague, but I do. I don't mean I have to. I do have different ones. No, I'm not saying you have to. See, like, no, what am I going to do with that? But it's really cute. It's a pig peeking over something. So instead of throwing it in the garbage like a normal person, Diane's going to do something dumb with it in here. And I realized the last session, I didn't, actually finish anything, which that's fine for my purposes. But as I was working, it really didn't dawn on me that I wasn't finishing anything. I hope nobody thought, didn't finish anything. All she did was straighten a bunch of stuff. Um, where'd I say? Here? I don't know. In this kind of book, I guess it doesn't matter too much. That was, I had cut something next to it and this came with it. And I didn't figure I would ever really use it, but it's nice. I don't want to trash it. So, there, do you get the idea? And I think actually, if you looked at the pages of these two books, you could pick up on a difference. I do think that. And if you see postage stamps over here, that's for something entirely different. It has nothing to do with this. And I'm not telling you what it is because I don't know what it is yet. Those are all actually mine from when I was a kid. I had one of these. Here, it's right here. One of these. And, this is in actually pretty crummy condition. And I didn't have that much in it, and I didn't know what to do with it. It's, sitting around. So I decided to pull all the stamps out of it. So I did that. But since they're mine from 100 years ago, I thought maybe I'd either do like an entire page in a glue book of my stamp or a cover of a journal, except I don't really need a journal myself. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. But they're mine. I'm a wealthy miser. Okay, who said that? Daffy Duck. And only Diane is going to quote Daffy Duck today in a video. This is in here or in the last chunk book somewhere, I'm sure. But I came across another strip, so. And by the time you guys see this video, it is going to be June. And I can't believe it. There's a really loud car outside. If you can hear that, I'm sorry. And this book too, I'm not really trying to make a collage or a picture. I just want this stuff in here more like a scrapbook. But, if I can make it look nice and match and all that, I do that. All right, there's a dog laying at the foot of the chair that's folding a. He should be up there, shouldn't he? Oh well, the orange juice squeezer got there first. I know that's happened to me more than once. Okay. Well, this looks like a color coordinated item there with that brown fabric. And yesterday I did so much cleaning back here, I had no time for crafting. Boy, does that stink. Besides the fact I've got a lot of stuff under this counter, so I had to pull it up so I could clean all that stuff so there was no room, even if I wanted to. Yeah, I don't like days without crafting. How about you guys? Whoops. She knocked over the glue stick. It must be getting towards the end. Alright, keep down in that seam. I don't want it over the boot. Okay, well this sort of matches that too. This, I just happened to find it when I was cleaning. It must have fallen at some point. Yeah, believe it or not, I did not find, I found this, a cutout flower, like a magazine image flower, and that was really it. It was, it had filtered down and got lost. That's not bad. At least in my book it's not. Alright, well I have a scrapbook paper scrap. Well, I don't like that with the red over there. Oh, well, here's a bit of perfect there. Okay, we'll put it on pink. And then I am going to pause and do something with that mishmash that keeps sliding. And I will come back and let you see it, because I know you're just dying to see what it looks like all done. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here we are. This is a tad different, just because everything slid away, number one. And then number two, I like this green triangle within this border, so that made it so this would not fit. So we lapped some stuff over. We'll just pick that up next time. Yeah, this is foiled. Say goodbye. That's not going to stay foiled. But that's fine. It's close to what it was, I think. And then the few things we did in this, the one little lone pink square. Okay. And I was also doing this to clean off that area of my counter. It is nice. I think a lot of us do that though. But if you have a scrap or something, just or get a little dish or something. And then when it gets full, you have enough stuff to make a page in your junk journal. Okay, everyone, thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a nice day out there.